Hey guys out there. I figured I would review something that's near and dear to my heart. I've worked in restaurants on and off for the past, I would say, 8 years. Pretty much for as long as I've been married. And one of the tricks that I came across early on was Banachek's Psychokinetic Silverware. Now, if you work in a restaurant, I wholeheartedly think that you should be doing Psychokinetic Silverware. Now I bought the original VHS tape, and here I'm just going to show a little bit to you. You'll have to forgive the quality. I've taken the VHS and I've transcoded it onto DVD. I don't have a DVD of it, but I'll probably be buying it eventually. In a sense, you're still going to get the gist of everything. This is just a quick performance of what's on the videotape. So hold on for 1 second.
As you go back and forth, can you feel the center of the foot against the top hand? You can feel that, can't you? Yeah, it's starting to bend. It's going, it's going. I'm going a lot for you. Stop. Let me get the comparison for it. Take your hand away. Let's take a look. Wow, look, you can actually see already that it's started to bend. Look at that. See the difference?
I did that.
You did that. That's not bad at all, actually. We're going to do it some more, too, okay? I want you to take out your right hand like this, okay? And you're going to rub this fork just like this. Just rub it like that. Soft. There we go. And believe that it's going to bend. And watch what happens. Here we go. You see that? It's starting to bend, isn't it?
See the handle moving.
A little more, a little more, a little more. A little more, a little more. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Wow, I'm pretty good at this.
Stop. Let's take a look. I would say.
So there you go. That's one or two of the effects in Psychokinetic Silverware. Now, let me zoom out here. Wrong way. There you go. Now, essentially, what it is, it's just metal and fork bending. And when I first learned this, the restaurant I was working at had really cheap cutlery. And we all know magic trick. There's a trick behind it. So obviously, there's a few things that are key for this. I'm just going to move the camera just a little bit. There we go. Now, I was doing this trick nonstop. People were coming to the restaurant. The restaurant didn't mind me using the cutlery. I did not destroy the cutlery. I would bend it. There's 2 bends you can do before you actually start destroying the cutlery. I just did the first 2, bent it back, and away we go. And what I would do is I would do this routine, pretty much verbatim right out of the Psychokinetic Silverware DVD, or VHS in this case. Then I got married, went on my honeymoon, and came back, only to discover that the cheap cutlery that the restaurant had been using had been scrapped. And they went and upgraded to something that was a heck of a lot more sturdy. This is actually an example of one of the forks that they use. By no means is this a skinny fork, and you can hear it's a fairly solid fork as well. And if I try to bend it, it requires a fair amount of force with both hands. Now, I was devastated because when I came back from my honeymoon, I saw these forks and I said, good Lord, there is no way that I'm going to be able to do this trick anymore with the forks as is. But I did play with it, and I figured out a different way to do the effect. And it's even better now because the cutlery is stronger. So it just goes to show that high quality cutlery can be used for this as well. Now, everything you need to know to do this trick is taught in this video. In a sense, it's taught almost in the first 10 to 15 minutes. There's other phases that you can do where the tines of the fork will bend, it will spiral. The fork part itself, the tines, the whole bowl here, will droop and fall off and snap off. And you can go that far if you want to. Again, I choose not to because I was destroying restaurant cutlery, and I was there to make the restaurant money, not cost them money. So I only did the first 2 phases where it bent in their hand, and then as they rubbed the fork, you would see the handle bend up as well. This is by far what I consider the best metal bending out there. There are other alternatives. There's a ton of versions out there, but this is basically what Banachek is known for. This is what Banachek has fooled people with. Banachek is known the world over for his ability to fool people with things like Psychokinetic Silverware, his muscle reading, things like that. And you can't go wrong by owning this product. It's not available on VHS anymore, but it is available on DVD, and I'm only going to assume that the quality is better. But you have to get this. If working in a restaurant is what you plan on doing, or is even what you think you might want to do, even if you don't want to work in a restaurant and your parents don't mind you, toasting, some cutlery every now and then, you gotta buy this. It is by far the best. It is basically the base for what all other metal benders out there have based their material on. Morgan Strebler, with his, I think it's liquid metal, plus the others that are out there. I only know of the two. After watching Psychokinetic Silverware, I found no need to search for more ways to bend the cutlery. I will say, though, that you can't do it more than once. Just because there's sharp-eyed people out there that might catch on. I've only ever been caught once in the 8 to 9 years that I've been doing this. I've never been caught any other time. It's such a visual trick that you find that the trick does most of the misdirection for you. There's virtually no misdirection, no sleight of hand that's involved. Actually, there is no sleight of hand. Let me rephrase that. There's no sleight of hand at all. There's just a little bit of audience management, spectator management, as well as you being able to build the whole scenario up verbally so that the spectators or the person you're doing it for can visualize it in their mind, and they can actually see what's going on in their head as well as in their hand, because imagery is very important for this trick. Without the imagery that you convey to the spectator, it's a lackluster effect. So basically, you're selling. You got to sell this trick. It's not something that'll stand by itself. You just can't go say, "Hey, watch this fork." Boom, away you go. It's something you have to sell, and you don't have to sell it hard, but you have to sell it convincingly. So this is at least like 10 to 15 years old. Well, the VHS, anyways. Pick it up. It's like maybe 29. You could probably find used on eBay. People selling them on various magic forums out there. Get it. You can't go wrong. Do it for your family. Do it for your friends. I guarantee you that you will, if you do everything properly, if you pay attention to your management, your angles, and your patter, you won't get caught. Especially if you're just doing the first two bends. The parts where the tine bends. And where it twists around. The twisting part is virtually impossible on heavy-duty cutlery, only because it's heavy-duty cutlery, and we see what's involved to get it that way. I'm sure you'll agree that it's really hard to do, especially impromptu at a table or in front of a customer. Sorry, spectator. As well as with the tines, I'm sure you can do it with the heavier forks, but there is a cost, and once you watch the video, you'll understand what the cost is. And as far as actually having the bowl part fall off, without it being prepared ahead of time, impossible. Which is why I only do the first two. The first two really is like, you're looking at about 5 minutes right there. And the first two bends, fantastic. The spectators have no idea what's going to happen. And when they first, they see the two forks, they're the same. And when they see the first time that the fork is, a little bit different, they're astounded. And you'd be amazed at how receptive your spectators are to the pictures that you're painting for them. And the second one, where like the handle raises up right in front of their eyes, that's gold, man. Like I said, I've never been called out on this, only once, and it was because I got sloppy, and the person I did it for saw me do it somewhere else. So she kind of knew where to look and what to look for. But I guarantee you, like this should be in all of your repertoires. A fork, they're everywhere. Restaurants, your home, your friend's home, Walmart. You could do it in, I don't recommend picking like spare forks at a Walmart, but you can do it while you're out. This is one of those effects where it's truly impromptu. If someone says, "Hey, do a trick," and you want to do it like a primo closer trick where they don't have anything else to say afterwards, this is what you can do. If you've busted at all your card tricks and your coin tricks and you have nothing else and they're still wanting more, this is what you're going to use. So on that note, I hardly recommend Psychokinetic Silverware. You can get it from pretty much any magic store. I think you might even be able to get it from Illusionist, but things are coming and going. Who knows these days? So on that note, I will let you guys go. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to ask. I do have some special techniques for the heavier forks, so if you want to use heavier forks, just send me a comment and I will go ahead and shoot you an email as to what I do and how I work around that. Talk to you later. Bye.